Hi. I think that we can say with reasonable certainty that 2020 has not been a good year for most of us, and that 2021 is not looking so brilliant at the moment, at least not in the early days, as we see the COVID pandemic is set to at least remain in place for some while, with a new strain being discovered, and we're on virtual lockdown in most parts of the UK. However, I think it's important that we try and look forward to something better, and how can we make it better? Now, these videos and my books on human resource management made easy and handling grievances and disciplinaries in the workplace are directed at the smaller to medium-sized companies and to the smaller charities that can't afford the luxury, I suppose, of a HR professional in place, or the access to a HR consultant on a regular basis. They're designed to simplify things as much as possible. At the same time, they're written for people that want to maintain an ethical approach to managing people in work. And what have we got to look forward to in the new year? Those of us are small companies, independent operators, people who have a lot to lose, because if our businesses suffer financial crises, then quite often that could be the end of the day for us. And what I've always tried to project is something that out of every crisis will come opportunities, out of every downturn in an economy will come an upturn. And so one of the things that I've discovered over the past few weeks has been a little thing from the government called Kickstart. Now, during every crisis, during every downturn in an economy, one of the areas that suffers the most is the training that is afforded to people. And the demographic that suffers the most within this and within getting jobs and so on and so forth are the younger end. So Kickstart is a government funded initiative with £2 billion at its disposal to help get younger people into employment, by paying for them to work with you. Now, Kickstart is based on you, an employer, providing a minimum of 25 hours per week for 6 months for a young person aged between 16 and 25. What does it cost you? Nothing. The government will pay the wages of those young people at the national minimum living wage for the particular age group that they're in for those 25 hours. You can pay them more, and you can pay them more for more hours, but you pay that. The government will pay national minimum wage rates for those young employees for up to 25 hours. They will pay you £1,500 so that you can fund the startup costs for this and the learning that is required, that you kind of facilitate, enable within the workplace. So you enable the young person that you have with you, or the young people that you have with you. You provide learning opportunities such as improving their CVs and improving their work search for when they leave your employment. So basically you're preparing them for the world of work, because one of the problems that we have as employers is that when we get, in particular I suppose younger people that have never had any real work experience, some of the issues are that they are really not that used to working in a workplace, not used to the disciplines, getting up and arriving on time, and and getting on with other people. They don't understand the relationships with different people that they'll work with. All of these things are difficult for a young person to adapt to. And a part of this 6 months is that you're helping them to get there. You're helping them to adapt. And as I say, you're paid for it. Now, to be a Kickstart provider, you really have to be looking at engaging a minimum of 30 people, 30 young people. Now, this can be staggered, but this isn't going to be that attractive to people that are small to medium-sized businesses or charities. It can't really be done. They've got to be jobs, new jobs. They're not going to displace anyone else. But when you're looking at a number of 30 appointments, 30 times 6 months, that's going to be difficult for smaller employers. So what a smaller employer has to do is go through a gateway, through a Kickstart gateway provider. Now, this is really quite interesting because they can help you do these things. Now, they will get £300 in administration fees if you go to them. And it's easy to find them, easy to find the ones that are going to be able to help you. And what I'm going to do at the end of this presentation is do a series of screenshots that take you through the process of finding a gateway provider, a Kickstart gateway provider. Now, these can range from being colleges to charities to local authorities. And what I'm going to do is take you through the Greater Manchester array of gateway providers so that you'll be able to follow these steps wherever you live. But since I live and work from Greater Manchester, I'm picking Greater Manchester, and included in that you'll find people like Oldham Council, you'll find Tameside College, Trafford Council, quite a few people, quite a few large organisations, and it gives you the contact names and numbers and emails of the people that you need to get in touch with to do this. So this is going to be something that is really, really worthwhile, because when we do something like this, we are investing in the future. Because when we've been through recessions before, and make no mistake about it, we are in one of the serious ever recessions. When we start coming out and we need to be employing people, where's the skills? Where's the new blood? We can't cut off the new blood entry into the employment market. And we as small organisations need help to be able to help those. And that's where those gateway providers come into the worth for us. So I can't recommend this system, this particular government funded provision, any more strongly than this. So I'm saying to you, let's have a Merry Christmas. Let's look forward to a new year. Let's do what we can to make sure that our younger people have a chance. Let's access these provisions. Let's access this Kickstart provision. Give some young people that opportunity to work with us. And just one last point on this. At the end of the 6 months, you might have found a gem of an employee. You might be able to take that person on. There's nothing at all to stop you from taking that person on if you've got the ability to employ them. You can take them on as apprentices. You can take them on as full-time employees. You can take them on as employees and provide an apprenticeship. Now that's something else again, and we'll discuss those kind of things at a later date. Now I'm going to go to the presentation in one moment, and should anyone have any queries about this, I will guide people through. If people want to be guided through this process, I will do that. I will guide them through it. But all you got to do is get to gov.uk and follow the steps. Just type in the necessary question, which is basically Kickstart, that one word, and there you get a mass of information that is easy to follow through. But I'm going to show those slides. Now, just one last thing for me to say. I have published 2 books, which I hope would be of great use to the small to medium-sized employer in the areas of HR. The first being Human Resource Management Made Easy, which covers the whole range of HR services that can help you from pre-employment right up into the saying goodbye to an employee in whatever circumstances that occurs. The second is more relevant to the day-to-day bread and butter issues of human resource management, which is handling disciplinaries and grievances in the workplace. I'd love for you to buy them, and if not, I would love for you to like this page on the Facebook pages, or to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and once again I wish you a very Merry Christmas and hopefully a very prosperous New Year. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. The first step we're going to take is to go to gov.uk and simply type in Kickstart. From there, this will take us to information about the Kickstart scheme, and what we're looking for is to navigate our way through that, through the introductions, to the point at which we get to how someone can help. Because going for a number under 29 or less, we need to go through a gateway. So find a Kickstart gateway. We start now. We're looking for any sector in this case for this example, but choose whichever you think is best for you. In this case, we're going to search by county, and I'm going to choose to search by Greater Manchester. So we click on Greater Manchester and up it comes. We press continue, and lo, we have a host of gateways in Greater Manchester. Now, this is just a small sample, and you can search much wider than the counties. You can search your heart's content. So good luck.